Hi, are you Sarah?
Yes, I am. And you must be Emily?
Yes, that's me. It's so nice to finally meet you in person.
It's nice to meet you too. I've been looking forward to this.
Same here. It's funny how we've been chatting online for months, but this is our first time meeting face to face.
I know, right? It feels like we already know each other so well.
Definitely. I was actually a bit nervous about meeting in person, but now I'm just excited.
Me too. Meeting new people can be a bit intimidating, but I'm really glad we're doing this.
Agreed. So, how was your journey here? Was it easy to find the place?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The directions were pretty straightforward. How about you?
It was okay, just a short bus ride. I wasn't sure where to get off, but I asked the driver, and he was really helpful.
That's good. It's always nice when people are willing to help.
Absolutely. So, have you been here before?
No, this is my first time. I usually go to the coffee shop near my house, but I've heard good things about this place.
Same here. I've been wanting to try it out. The atmosphere is really cozy.
Yeah, it's got a nice vibe. I like the decor, very modern but still warm.
It's perfect for a chat, right? Not too loud, not too quiet.
Exactly. So, what do you usually order at a coffee shop?
I'm a big fan of lattes. I love how smooth and creamy they are. What about you?
I'm more of a cappuccino person. I like the frothiness and the stronger coffee flavor.
That sounds good too. Maybe I'll try a cappuccino today.
Why not? It's always fun to try something new.
Definitely. So, what have you been up to lately?
Not much, just the usual work and hobbies. I've been spending a lot of time on our hobby group project. What about you?
Same here. Work has been busy, but I always make time for our group activities. It's a great way to unwind.
I agree. It's such a nice escape from the daily grind. I've learned so much from everyone in the group.
Me too. It's amazing how we all come from different backgrounds but share the same passion.
That's what makes it so special. Everyone brings something unique to the table.
Exactly. By the way, how did you get into this hobby?
Oh, it's kind of a funny story. I was actually looking for something new to do during the weekends, and I stumbled upon it by accident. I joined a local class, and I've been hooked ever since.
That's awesome. For me, it was a friend who introduced me. I was skeptical at first, but once I tried it, I couldn't stop.
It's addictive, isn't it? In a good way, of course.
Oh, absolutely. It's something I look forward to every week.
Same here. It's great to have a hobby that's both fun and challenging.
Definitely. So, besides our shared hobby, do you have any other interests?
I do. I'm really into reading, especially mystery novels. I can spend hours getting lost in a good book. How about you?
That's cool. I love reading too, but I'm more into fantasy. I love the idea of escaping into a completely different world.
Fantasy is great too. There are so many amazing stories out there.
For sure. Do you have a favorite author?
It's hard to pick just one, but I really enjoy Agatha Christie's mysteries. Her stories are so clever.
She's a classic. I love how her plots always keep you guessing until the very end.
Exactly. What about you? Who's your favorite author?
I'm a big fan of J.K. Rowling. The Harry Potter series was a huge part of my childhood, and I still enjoy rereading the books.
Oh, I love Harry Potter too. The world she created is just incredible.
Really is. It's one of those stories that you can enjoy no matter how old you are.
I agree. So, have you been to any of the Harry Potter theme parks?
Yes, I actually went last year. It was amazing. The attention to detail is incredible. Have you been?
Not yet, but it's definitely on my bucket list. It sounds like a dream come true for any fan.
Really is. You'll love it when you go.
I can't wait. So, what else do you enjoy doing in your free time?
I love hiking. Being out in nature is so refreshing. There's something about the peace and quiet that I find really calming.
That sounds lovely. I've been meaning to try hiking more often. Do you go often?
I try to go at least once a month, more if I can. There are some great trails near my place.
That sounds wonderful. I should join you sometime.
I'd love that. It's always more fun with a friend.
Definitely. I've been wanting to get more active, and hiking sounds like a perfect way to start.
It's a great way to stay fit and enjoy the outdoors at the same time. Plus, the views are always worth it.
I'm sold. Let's plan a hike soon.
Absolutely. I'll send you some trail options later, and we can pick one that sounds good to both of us.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. So, do you have any travel plans coming up?
Not at the moment, but I've been thinking about taking a trip next year. Maybe somewhere warm and sunny. How about you?
That sounds nice. I'm actually planning a trip to Europe next summer. I've always wanted to explore the historical sites there.
Europe is amazing. There's so much history and culture to experience. Do you have specific places in mind?
Yes, I'm thinking of visiting Italy, France, and Spain. I'm really excited about the food and architecture.
Those are all fantastic choices. The food in Italy is to die for, and the architecture in France is breathtaking.
I can't wait to see it all in person. Have you been to Europe before?
Yes, I've been to a few countries. Italy was my favorite. The scenery is beautiful, and the people are so friendly.
That's good to hear. I've been doing a lot of research, and everything I read makes me more excited.
You're going to have an amazing time. Traveling is such a great way to learn and grow.
I agree. It's one of the best ways to broaden your perspective.
Definitely. I hope to do more traveling in the future too.
I'm sure you will. There's so much of the world to see.
Absolutely. So, what's one place you've always wanted to visit?
That's a tough question. I'd have to say Japan. The mix of tradition and modernity fascinates me. How about you?
Japan is on my list too, but if I had to pick one place, it would be New Zealand. The landscapes there look unreal.
New Zealand is stunning. The nature there is like something out of a movie.
Exactly. I'd love to explore the mountains and beaches.
It would be an unforgettable trip. We should plan to visit some of these places together someday.
That would be amazing. Let's make it happen.
Definitely. So, what's your favorite thing about traveling?
I love experiencing different cultures and trying new foods. There's something so exciting about being in a new place.
I feel the same way. It's like every trip teaches you something new.
Exactly. It's such a rewarding experience.
Speaking of rewarding experiences, have you tried anything new recently?
Yes, actually. I recently started learning how to cook. I've never been much of a cook, but I'm really enjoying it.
That's great. Cooking is such a useful skill to have. What have you been making?
I've been trying out different recipes, mostly simple ones. I made a pasta dish last week that turned out pretty well.
That sounds delicious. I love pasta. So versatile.
It really is. I'm still learning, but it's fun to experiment with different ingredients. I didn't realize how much creativity cooking involves.
Absolutely. Cooking is like an art form. You can mix flavors and create something totally unique. I love baking for that reason. It's like a science experiment, but you get to eat the results.
Baking sounds like so much fun. I've always wanted to try it, but never knew where to start. What do you like to bake?
I'm really into baking cookies and cakes. There's something so satisfying about making a dessert from scratch. Plus, the smell that fills the kitchen is amazing.
That sounds wonderful. I love the idea of baking my own treats. Maybe you could teach me sometime?
I'd love to. We could have a baking day and try out some recipes together. It's always more fun to bake with someone else.
That would be awesome. I'm excited to learn. Maybe we could start with something simple, like cookies?
Cookies are a great place to start. They're easy to make and there are so many different kinds to try. Do you have a favorite flavor?
I'm a big fan of chocolate chip cookies. You can't go wrong with a classic.
I totally agree. Chocolate chip cookies are my go-to as well. They're simple but so delicious.
Definitely. I can already picture us baking together, chatting, and enjoying the cookies fresh out of the oven.
That sounds perfect. We could even make it a regular thing, baking and catching up on life.
I'd love that. It would be a great way to unwind and spend time together.
Exactly. It's important to take time for yourself and do things that make you happy.
I couldn't agree more. Life gets so busy, and it's easy to forget to relax and enjoy the little things.
Really is. That's why I try to make time for hobbies like baking and hiking. They help me stay balanced.
That's a great mindset. I think I need to be better about that too. It's easy to get caught up in work and forget to take breaks.
It's true, but even small things like going for a walk or reading a book can make a big difference.
Absolutely. I'm going to start making more time for myself, even if it's just a few minutes a day.
That's a great idea. Self-care is so important and it doesn't have to be anything big or fancy.
Exactly. I think sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves to do everything perfectly.
That's true, but it's okay to take things one step at a time. What matters is that you're taking care of yourself.
Yes, and having friends like you to remind me of that is really helpful.
I'm glad I can be there for you. We all need a little support now and then.
We do. And speaking of support, I wanted to thank you for being so welcoming and friendly. It's not always easy meeting new people, but you've made it feel so natural.
That means a lot to me, Sarah. I'm really glad we met, and I'm excited to see where our friendship goes.
Me too. I feel like we're going to have so much fun together.
Definitely. We already have so many plans, hiking, baking, maybe even some traveling in the future.
I can't wait. It's great to have someone who shares similar interests and is up for trying new things.
I feel the same way. Life's an adventure, and it's always better with a good friend by your side.
So true. Here's to many more adventures together.
Cheers to that. Speaking of which, have you thought about any new hobbies you'd like to try?
I've been thinking about taking up painting. I'm not very artistic, but I think it could be a relaxing and creative outlet.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Painting is a great way to express yourself, and it doesn't matter if you're a beginner. It's all about enjoying the process.
Exactly. I've always admired people who can create beautiful art, and I'd love to give it a try, even if it's just for fun.
That's the spirit. And who knows, you might discover a hidden talent. Plus, it's a perfect way to unwind after a long day.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm thinking of starting with something simple like landscapes or abstract art.
Those are great choices. Landscapes can be very soothing to paint, and abstract art allows for a lot of creative freedom.
I'm excited to start. Maybe I could even take a class to learn some techniques.
That's a great idea. Taking a class can be really helpful, especially if you're just starting out. Plus, it's a good way to meet other people who share your interest.
True. And it's always nice to learn in a supportive environment. Maybe you could join me sometime?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to try painting, but I never got around to it. It would be fun to learn together.
That would be great. We could encourage each other and share our progress.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe we'll end up with some masterpieces to hang on our walls.
That would be amazing. Even if they're not perfect, it would be nice to have something we created ourselves.
I agree. It's not about perfection, but about enjoying the experience and expressing yourself.
You're right. I think I'm going to sign up for a class soon. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm so glad. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it. And if you ever need a painting buddy, you know who to call.
I will, for sure. Thanks for being so encouraging, Emily. It really means a lot.
Anytime, Sarah. That's what friends are for.
You're absolutely right. I'm so glad we've connected. I feel like we're already good friends.
I feel the same way. It's amazing how sometimes you just click with someone.
It really is. I'm looking forward to all the good times ahead.
Me too. I have a feeling this is just the beginning of a wonderful friendship.
I couldn't agree more. Here's to new beginnings and great friendships.
Cheers to that, Sarah.
This was such a great afternoon. I'm really glad we decided to meet up.
Me too. I had a lot of fun, and I feel like we've gotten to know each other so much better.
Definitely. I'm already looking forward to our next meetup.
Same here. We've got so many plans: hiking, baking, painting. It's going to be great.
It really is. Thanks again for today, Emily. I'm so happy we're friends.
Me too, Sarah. Here's to many more fun days ahead.
Absolutely. Take care, and I'll see you soon.
You too. Talk to you soon, Sarah.